14 centuries ago, in the heart of the desert, a light was lit that would change the world forever. A man lived a month that became the standard for all of humanity. Assalamu alaikum. Tonight, we sit under the stars to witness the example of the beloved, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. His Ramadan was a revolution of the spirit that continues to ripple through time. In Ramadan, the Prophet was more generous than the blowing wind. He gave without hesitation, his charity flowing into every home. He taught us that true wealth is what we give away, not what we hoard. He never neglected the suhoor, the pre-dawn meal. He told us, "Take suhoor, for in it there is blessing." It was a time of quiet strength, a moment of preparation for the day's devotion. Despite leading a nation, his table was the humblest. A few fresh dates, a sip of water. He showed us that the greatest kings are those who master their own needs first, finding peace in the divine. But his devotion did not mean he ignored his family. He was the most attentive husband and father, showing us that true spirituality includes kindness to those closest to us, even while our hearts are with Allah. The Prophet carried the needs of a nation and the responsibility of a message. Yet, in the heat of the day and the depth of the night, his devotion never wavered, even when his feet swelled from standing in prayer. In the second year, Ramadan brought the ultimate test, Badr. With his warriors outnumbered and fasting, the Prophet stood in prayer all night, his hands raised to the heavens until his cloak fell, begging for the victory of his people. He made du'as for his warriors from the Almighty. He taught them that victory is won in the heart before it is ever won on the field. Their hunger was their strength. Their trust in Allah was their shield. That day, they learned the Spirit can conquer the impossible. In Medina, Ramadan became the pulse of the community. It was a time of intense learning of brotherhood and of purifying the soul. Every moment was a lesson in character, led by the Prophet's own hand. In the final 10 nights, he would enter Itikaf, seclusion in the mosque. He left the world behind to be alone with his Lord, teaching us the value of silence and the power of a heart truly focused on its Creator. He would awaken the night, waking his family to join him in seeking the night better than 1,000 months with an intensity that moved the very foundations of the heavens. It was in this month that the first revelation echoed through the mountains. Every Ramadan, he would review the entire Quran with the angel Gabriel, a celestial dialogue linking earth to the throne of Allah. In the 8th year, our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, entered Mecca as a conqueror. However, and in showing the extent of his nobleness, his head was bowed until his beard touched the saddle. He offered total mercy to those who had wronged him, showing the greatest power is forgiveness. Will you take up his standard? Will you let this month change the very core of who you are? Let your generosity be like the wind, and your prayer be your anchor in the storms of life. The path is clear. The example is set. Thank you for walking this path with me under the stars. May your Ramadan be truly legendary. Salams.